Hello everybody, Zeff here with ZeffsTrading. What a day, what a day. May 15th, 2024. Market fresh all-time highs. A lot of good setups today. Missed a lot. I was switching back and forth between the NQ and ES, but green on the day, so happy about that. A lot of good setups here. Let's just jump right into it. I'm going to also be doing and switching over to the NQ, and I'm going to be showing you guys a couple setups that I was calling out in my Discord, and some ABC patterns that I was talking about in my previous video on that strategy as well. So stay tuned for that if you're interested, but we're going to do the ES intraday chart first. Pre-market gaps up here. We do a sideways trading range, and the first couple of trades that I see here are these. I see a 1, 2, 3, 4 quadruple test here, but what I really see is a first entry, second entry short failure, rallies up, plenty of room to the highs here, great, below and then above the EMA. I love when I see that. It's my bread and butter right there. And then we do get a first entry, second entry long outside bar closing on its high here. You need to enter this on the engulfing bar. It's the only reason this is marked black. Maybe you could argue it for being blue, but with it being almost no room to the highs of this trading range here, you only have room for 6 ticks. That being said, I was looking for a lower high after this quadruple test happened as well with a downward move. Lower high, great signal bar for a measured move down here to the back of this bottom range here to fill a little bit of the fair value gap. And then this is where the bullish market starts with this trend channel. Luckily at 10:16 you get a first entry, second entry long, sorry about that, first entry, second entry long, higher low. And I would wait for this outside bar to close on its high and then enter with plenty of room to the highs here. We start rallying up higher and higher as the market goes. Unfortunately, there's just not many ways to get in here with any of the pullbacks. But then I see a double top here. It comes down, first entry, pulls back, second entry short. I'm not sure if this bar actually went higher or lower here, but nonetheless, I see a visual two-legged pullback. And this second entry short is only 5 ticks here, and you could have dropped a limit order even to make it 4 to 3 tick stop or above the last previous swing high, which is this outside bar. 1, 2, and I kind of see this also as a triple test. It is a little congested. You really got to know what you're doing here, especially in this bullish type day. But I thought with this move down and the context, it was good enough. Comes down here, get a little divergence pattern. I'm sure here if we had a stochastics or RSI there, you can visually see them sometimes like that as well. And then again, comes to fills the fair value gap. Try to make some equilibrium happening within the market here. Then this moves up, and then you get a first entry, second entry long, double high probability setup, first entry, second entry short failure. I tried taking this. Unfortunately, I switched back in the market. Already was 3 to 4 ticks above, so I had to pass on the trade. But this is definitely probably the trade of the day. Love seeing the double high probability setups. They really start to give you some confidence. Anyways, get this move down here, goes up, sells off, and you basically kind of just get this little megaphone pattern, as you can see here. But also what I really saw was a 1, 2, 3 triple test, first entry, second entry long. I really like this trade as well, looking back on it. We get a nice measured move up here, then we get a first entry, second entry long failure. Great signal bar closing on slow. Definitely drop a limit order for this one. But this is also getting close to the end of the day, so you do have to be a little careful. And before the market rallies to fresh all-time highs on the day, what I saw was a first entry, nice signal bar here, as you can see. First entry, double matching bar to reset the count for the count. So it's a first entry, second entry short failure. And I took this nice higher low here for a little bit of a move higher. And then, as you can see, we do get just a couple of first entries, first entry, second entry short. Again, another reset of the count, first entry, second entry short. I know this is at the end of the day, so please be cautious with these, but you basically also have a hidden second entry long as well there. And expecting a market to move basically where it's been going, which is up, price above the EMA. I like this trade a lot. So that's kind of how I saw that for today for the PAT system. And let's see real quick. Pre-market, first entry, second entry long failure. A little bit selling off here. Probably going to have like a 3 move wedge down here or something. As you can see, people are taking their profits. And this red line is where the previous all-time high was. And so people are definitely taking the profits. We'll see what tomorrow brings, see if it's a pause. Might be a sell-off a little bit here. or we just continue rallying. Who knows? Anyways, you guys are probably looking for the NQ stuff now, so let me jump over to that. We'll switch right over to beginning of the day. I know there's a lot on the screen. I know it looks a little confusing at first, but I promise you most of it when you're looking at it is noise, and you'll know when a good one is there. And it starts with this at market open. ABC down. Let me switch my cursor. I can't switch. Okay, I'm not sure why. ABC down here with a beautiful 2 times your risk. And as I'm watching the stochastics, of course, as well. Then you get a nice ABC up. And with a day like this, you're not sure quite yet that it's going to be a bullish day. So you can trade both sides. So there's another one. I see a lower high on the stochastics, but not a lower low on the price. So you can't take any trade here as it comes down. And it resets the count. A, B, C. As you can see, when you have A, B, C, you're resetting the counts. So I think a lot of people get confused by that. But now you're looking for the A, B, C again. And your stochastics doesn't have exactly a move to the higher side, unfortunately. And with this being a doji bar, I didn't like it. So that's the reason it's not marked. And then as you can start watching higher time frames and etc. for time frame continuity, then you can start making your way up and you realize that this is a bullish move starting here. You're constantly making higher lows. And now you're looking for a 2-legged pullback, which is A, B, C. Stochastics is at the bottom of the oscillator, which is great to see as well. Another move up. And you might be tempted to take some of these ABCs on the way up here. I sure know I was. I got stopped out 1 or 2 times for very small losses. Trying to catch a top, and I realized soon enough that I can't catch a top on a day like this, and I had to remind myself that we're trend days here. So again, I was only looking for pullbacks. And again, you get this ABC to the bottom here, and you actually do get it. So it's a little congested, takes a second, but there's another one. As we make a little bit of a trading range across the board here, again, we get another A, P, C. As you can see, happens so often with plenty of room back up to the highs here. And then this one's pretty tempting, A, B, C, with a oscillator making a higher low and price making a higher low, but it's an outside bar, so unfortunately I'm going to pass on it as we make our way higher here. And I would say for the trade of the day is probably this one. This is A, B, C, picture perfect. I really, really like this one here. And this one just takes off, 8 to 10 times your risk there, depending on how you trailed your stop loss. Even if you did under each new swing, yeah, it would have got stopped out all the way up here, basically. Awesome there. And then this one right here is almost 2 times your risk. As you can see, not the best signal bar, so you do have to be a little worried about it. But with the oscillator making a higher low, price making lower low, this is something that I really liked and looked at. And you didn't get 2 times your risk, but if you trailed your stop, depending on your risk management system, put it to break even after this bar closed, then you just got stopped out for break even, or you just take the 1R and maybe your runner gets stopped out, or however you want to do it. And then I took this one for a long here, and I actually dropped a limit order as it came down and just dropped it a few ticks back here, and got the 2R there. I realized the highs here were a little asking much, especially with price making lower lows and lower highs. But I also saw that I was starting to get in a trading range, so I took my profit where I needed to and scalped out pretty quick. As this thing starts to take off here, I was looking for another ABC on the way back here, and unfortunately I did get it, but horrible signal bar. Didn't like it at all. ABC, stochastics, price, all making in the correct order that we see it. And I just didn't want to put my stop all the way under here. It was just too much risk, so I passed on it. And that's basically it for the end of the day there. As you can see, it was a trading range overall after this spike up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a 2-in-1, but I am enjoying doing the NQ while the ES is slow some days, and there's a lot of setups, and the more I can do, the more I can take. The only problem I would say I was running into is kind of missing trades as I'm going back and forth between the charts, and maybe having focus on two things at once might not be the best thing, but I'll give it, a couple weeks and see if I can manage or not, because I caught some really good moves on the NQ today. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this little mashup and chart review, and I'll see you guys next time.